Let's talk about my favorites and what a holistic master esthetician who's almost 60 does with her skin and her body. If you're new to my channel, I'm Lisa, and I have been a holistic master esthetician for over 40 years, 4 decades. And when I say I have helped hundreds of thousands of clients around the world, I mean it. I have helped men and women around the world to have beautiful, healthy skin without needles, procedures, or pills, but also teaching them that the skin is a remarkable organ. And a lot of you ask me all the time about some of these things and if I'm doing any new things. So I don't use any foundation or concealer on my face. I'm just going to have to say it in every video, and I don't filter these videos. This is a real woman aging, and nope, if you're used to seeing filters and things, this is real. So I welcome you. I ask you to ask anything with love and kindness below. And Peaches, speak out. A few people have said, I don't like how you call people Peaches. What I don't think you understand is my company, woman-owned, American-made, is Peaches Skincare. And all of my clients around the world call themselves Peaches. We have a private Facebook group, Instagram, all of that. Okay, but that's a whole nother thing. So I wanted to go over some things that I have been doing since moving to the Hawaiian Islands, a dream my husband and I have had since we met. We met here about 41 years ago. And I think that as you mature, as you get older, you realize I've got to start really taking better care of myself. Maybe you have sickness enter your life. Maybe you have loss enter your life. I know for me, and it was way before COVID, I started allowing my gray hair sparkle. And I know I haven't worn it down in a while. It's pretty long, but I have gray hair going through my hair and I love it. I don't want to dye my hair. I do think it's poison, and I just read too many articles, too many studies about what it is doing to women's bodies. I don't do my nails. I really try, is what I'm saying, to keep things healthy and natural. I think when you're young, you think nothing will get at you. But as you mature, you realize, wow, was I eating well? Was I exercising enough? What was I breathing in? So when Kent and I moved here, there were a few things that we really made sure to not take for granted. One was joy. We look for joy in every day. I work very hard. We have salons under our brand name. I talk to clients for hours every day. I think I reach out, or about 100 to 200 clients a day reach out to me. And I'm always developing products with my chemists. So I'm a hard worker. My point, no matter how busy you are, I had kiddos too and worked a full-time job. My husband as well. Find joy in your day. I don't know what that is for you, but find joy in your day. The other thing we started doing here is we live in a very a beautiful rainforest, and our hardware store is Ace Hardware, and we all love it. We really need it. But what we noticed is there was this really cool water machine in back. And they also sold these beautiful glass jugs. And I do not like plastic. I go to Costco. I will not buy plastic bottles of water. Not going to do it. If I'm the only person in the world who doesn't do it, I'm not going to do it, because I have lived by the ocean for most of my life, and I'm amazed at the bottle caps I see and the plastic, and I see what it does to our sea life, and I'm just not going to do it. And I'm in the ocean all the time. So we bought these glass bottles and we started using the machine, and I hope I say it right. It's Keegan water. So it's Kei, spell it for me, Kent. Kangen, Kagan water. So what it is it's a pH water. And I did a lot of research on it. I noticed that a lot of athletes are very mindful about the water they drink. And we all know that different water systems around the world are just not good. You can be in different parts of the United States and there's, water warnings and things like that. So Kent and I started drinking it, and I'm amazed at how I feel. It doesn't mean, I ended menopause quite a few years ago. It doesn't mean that I don't have days I'm tired. It doesn't mean that I never get sick. But I'll tell you something. I feel like my skin looks better than ever. My hair will not get more white, and I want it to. But my point is, I know it's doing healthy things for our body. And I'm just going to say this part too. A lot of my peaches know this. My husband had prostate cancer. So I really wanted to change things for him as well. And if you have men in your life, get their PSA checked, please. So Kagan water. The other thing, Kent has golfed for as long as we've been married. When the kids were little, it was not a priority. The children and I always were. But golf has always been his thing for himself. So when we moved here, I thought, I wonder if I should start golfing because I want to be with him, but I also want him to get out there, hit the ball, have fun because it's his joy. And he was like so thrilled that I wanted to. I was so afraid he'd think, what are you doing? This is my thing. But I started golfing and I love it. And this is a girl who couldn't play baseball or softball. I was a cheerleader, not that that's bad, but I just was never athletic. And I love being outside, out underneath, the sun and the fresh air. And it's a time for us. I wear my sunscreen. Now, to a lot of my peaches, my favorite is Malin and Goats. I also like Dermatology Physical. I've showed that in a different video, code Lisa20. It does have a titanium dioxide for a little color. This is my favorite, but I always give that as an option because most sunscreens stink. And I always wear my wide-brimmed hat. I love my hemlock hat. I have bought hats from other places, but my hemlock hat is my favorite. And if you come to my house, I probably have 15 hats around because I always have extra brand new ones for anyone visiting. We also started doing Pilates. Pilates, as you get older, stretches out your body. It is an amazing form of exercise and it is hard. We are on a Pilates machine. We do it with an amazing lady, Nikki, here on the island, and we are working on our core. Our daughter told us a long time ago when she was first becoming a nurse practitioner, she would work with elderly and she would say, Mom, I can't even get them to get out of bed. They can't even lift up. They can't even, get up to go walk. And she said, please work on your core. I am amazed what that has done for Kent and I. Pilates may not be something you can do, but you can find something, yoga, going for a walk, lifting a few weights. As we mature, you've got to do it. And to my young men and women, do not take this time for granted. You start aging the minute you're born, but in your 20s, you are really starting to rapidly create change because you've done so much damage already. A couple products I'm loving. I am loving the new Radiance Recovery Salve. This took us a long time to develop. I've always loved Vaseline brand, patented triple purification process, but Radiance Recovery Salve is non-petroleum at all. It is incredible elements. We put a little castor. We've put some vitamin E. We've put wonderful things that your skin loves and absorbs and drinks in. And I have to tell you, it's been a game changer. So to my peaches asking about it, I wake up in the morning, I cleanse with Restore, I apply a little bit of this, I do all my work, and then I do my morning routine. And I have been actually putting it over my moisturizer every day. I know I wear a hat in the sun. I know that I'm protecting myself, and I've not had one single issue. At night, I put it over my moisturizer as well, and then I do my new face. And then I add my Peaches facial oil and do all my massage. So if you don't have Radiance Recovery Salve, it's phenomenal. The other thing that I'm loving is castor oil. Now you can find a castor oil that you love with all the elements I talk about in other videos, but Peaches created two, and here they are. Because the small did so incredible, we created a larger one. Castor oil, I love black castor oil. I do recommend clear for like eyelashes and eyebrows, but black castor oil is phenomenal. They roast the bean. It has all the elements that you want, organic. It is, cold pressed, everything you can imagine about a castor oil, even though it's roasted. It is remarkable. And I find that I not only wear it around my eyes every night to bed, but there are more and more nights I'm wearing it to bed. And yes, Peaches, I still wear Milk and Magnesia or Revitalizing Rescue Mask. I still wear it. I also wanted to go over some vitamins that I'm taking, and watch all the way to the end of the video because we have a new product. Okay, I take this by Quality of Life. My daughter recommended it. I think it's phenomenal, but check with your doctor, do your research. For Kent and I, we love it. I have started taking iron. I think as I get more mature, I just need iron. So I've been taking an iron. I'm not really going to give you brand names because I want you to do your due diligence. Too many things are coming out about supplements. You know, Kent and I took turmeric for years and now they're saying maybe it's not good for you. So I want you to do your due diligence. A doctor friend said B complex. You've got to take B complex. So we take our B complex. Another doctor friend said if you're not taking D3 with K2, this is the best. And so we take this every day. And then we take a B12 because that is something that was also recommended with all of these. So do your supplements, watch what you're eating. After menopause, and when you're young, guys, if you don't have energy and things, maybe you're not eating healthy. Maybe you're not putting great things in your body. I'm so mindful of how I eat because I love a cookie at night or a little vegan ice cream. But if I eat junk all day, I don't feel good for days. It's just not worth it to me. Okay, new product. Here it is. Our new product is called Refresh Daily Renewal Pads, and they are remarkable. Now, they're going to come in a little container. You can see it here, and they're a little pad. And what I've been doing is just using them right before my toners. They are phenomenal. I'm going to do a whole video on them, but it is something that I want you all to be aware of that it is now coming out. Lightening, brightening, something you could use in the middle of the day if you're at school, something you could use in the middle of the day if you're at work. It's really something to refresh your skin, keep it balanced, and keep it clean and healthy. So I hope that you've all enjoyed this. I just wanted to show you a few things that I am loving and doing. Yes, I'm still doing gua sha. Yes, I'm still doing all my massage. And I do every single product. I know it seems like a lot, but remember, once you get used to your skin, once you see it only takes a few minutes in the morning at night and you see the results, you will be amazed. I appreciate you all being here. Please like and subscribe, and I hope I've helped you uncover your true confidence.